What are 10 amazing lessons from the 4-hour work week? What are they? Let's find out. So by the way, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. So one quick thing up front, this is a very practical action-based book. And the title is actually a lie, okay? 4-hour work week, no. Tim Ferriss, the author, he does not work 4 hours a week. He works way more. You can Google and search it online. The idea of the book is never to just do 4 hours, but it's more focusing and creating things in a smart way and in doing the things that you actually love doing. The first lesson that Tim Ferriss really shares in the book is that there's always a better way. There's a faster way, there's an easier way, and sometimes it's a harder way, but it's actually worth it. People often say that there are no shortcuts in life. It's not true. It's not true. In certain degrees it's true, in certain degrees it's not. There's always a better way. So you just got to look at it. The key is really to think outside the box and see how you can create the result in a faster, smoother way. Lesson number 2, you want to make your own rules. You really got to stop being realistic and responsible. When you only think in realistic terms, all that you get are realistic results. And you don't want that, right? You don't want that. I mean, the whole title, the 4-hour work week, is to really steer up that side of you that says, okay, we don't have to be realistic. We don't have to work 40 hours a week. How can we get the same thing done in 4 hours? So here are a couple of quotes that Tim shares in the book, right? Less is not laziness. This has been so true for my life as well, and I'm sure you can agree to a certain part too, right? The timing is never right? Think about your life. Anything worthwhile that you've ever done, was the timing ever right? No, right? When my son was born, was the timing right for me to become a father? No. When I started my first business when I was still a teenager, was the timing right? No, the timing is never right? Another one, ask for forgiveness, not for permission. Most of us, we ask too much for permission. You want to stop doing that. Lesson number 3, you want to define and conquer your fear. Your fear is really holding you back in life. And Tim really suggests that really to conquer fear, we must define it first. And when we have a definition of what are we actually afraid of, then we can conquer and master it. One of the things that I absolutely love that he shares is that you want to do something every day that you're afraid of. Because the thing is really true, if we do things that are out of our comfort zone, if we do something that we are afraid of and do it consistently, what do we become? Yes, we become more and more adventurous, more and more courageous. We go for what we want. Lesson number 4, what would excite you to do? Tim is a big advocate. Don't set goals. Focus really on what really excites you in your life. What would bring the passion on? What would you love doing on an ongoing basis? Who do you want to become? What do you want to do and what do you want to have in your life? Again, Tim doesn't believe in goal setting. He calls it dreamlining. And what he usually recommends is not setting 1 year, 5 year, 10-year goals. No, very short-term oriented, 3 months or 6 months dreamlines. Where you really create something faster, what other people would take 1 or 2 years, you create in the next 3 months or 6 months. Lesson number 5, 80-20 is the king or queen of all productivity. I myself, I'm a giant believer in the 80-20 principle, been using it for the last 20 plus years. I highly recommend it. So what's the 80-20 principle? You must be asking now. Well, very simple. The 80-20 principle states that 20% of the actions that we take actually create 80% of the results that we're getting in our life. And also 20% of the time leads to 80% of what we really want to get. So what does this tell you? This tells you that there's a small thing, a small amount of actions that you can take in your life to get the giant results. And what most people do, instead of realizing these 20% and expanding them, making them actually bigger in their week, no, they focus on the garbage 80%, as I like to call them, okay? So what you want to do, what I highly recommend, you want to look at your entire life and follow and use this 80-20 rule. Even your closet. What are the 20% of your close that you wear 80% of the time? And then you do it for your customers. What are the 20% of your customers that bring you 80% of your revenues? Again, 80-20 is magical. Lesson number 6, you want to minimize media distractions. Tim is a strong believer that really media is the devil and it kills your time, it wastes your time, it creates so much bad things in your life, and I agree with it for the most part. So in the book he shares you want to go really on a media fast, on a media diet, which means no watching the news, okay, no social media, no random unnecessary web surfing. That of course as well. And really, if you try this out for a week or so, you suddenly realize many things happen. I've done it many times in my life and I always recommend it as well. Minimize your social media. What will happen? You'll be happier, you'll be healthier, you'll be more relaxed, less stressful. Try it out. Lesson number 7, say no more often. Say no to interruptions, say no to distractions, say no to time vampires, okay? Say no to unnecessary meetings. Most of us, we have a real challenge saying no, right? We all know the movie Yes Man, and we say yes, 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 and sometimes that has benefits. But for most of us, saying yes too much, it creates an overwhelm of things we have to do in our life that again are not the 20%. They belong to the garbage 80, as I like to call them, okay? So say no more often. Number 8, delegate to international talents. Now this was a game changer for me from the book, yeah, from Tim. He was the first one that I ever learned this from, even thought about the concept. It was really about this book. And he basically shares that you can delegate so many tasks to international talents for just a couple of dollars. It's true, right? A couple of like $5 per hour. So you want to find these, you want to make a list basically of all the things that belong in the 80%. Make a list of all the things you don't enjoy doing, you're not good at doing, and you know somebody else could very easily handle for you, but they take up a lot of annoying time. And then find global talents from other countries on Fiverr, on Upwork, yeah, wonderful websites, and there's more out there of course, but that's a great start. So make that list and then look for who could you delegate it for a couple of dollars. Number 9, build an automated money machine, right? You want to free up your time. You want to be able to live anywhere in the world, 4-hour work week style. What do you need? An automated money machine. So you want to think about something that you can basically sell online. And it goes back to the question from earlier. What are you excited about? What are you passionate about? And what does the market need at the same time? Yeah, and so you want to find either a product or you want to create a product that you can sell online. All right, because it gives you so much more time freedom. It gives you the freedom of location as well. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. So think about it. What is that automated money machine? And in the book, he gives many examples of how you can specifically set it up and how you can actually do it. But ask yourself, what could be that product, maybe even that service that you can create that could create that automated money machine? And lesson number 10, it's the ultimate thing, of course. Ultimately, it's about lifestyle design. It should help you design the life of your dreams, right? It should really help you to design a life where you can live wherever you want. You can live how you want, with who you want, right? That's the beauty of it. And really ultimately create the lifestyle that you've always been dreaming about, that you can actually live right now. So comment down below one time, what are your biggest takeaways from the book? Yeah, what's the biggest thing that you've learned from this quick summary here? Share it down with me below. Again, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And most importantly, I really look forward to seeing you for the next video.